Hello everyone and welcome back to EAFC 24. Today we're looking at the new feature in the game, which is Evolutions. Now if you want to find your Evolutions screen, it is in Club and then right next to your squad. And Evolutions basically on this game are a way to essentially create your own special cards. You can take base game cards and turn them into something better. So I mean, there's many ways to look at it. You could take maybe a card that's quite competitive and give it an even bigger boost and make it even better. Or you could pick one of your favourite players and make them more competitive so you can use them more in game time. It's all up to you. I don't think there's any wrong answers with this, to be honest with you. There's no way you can be completely overrun by everybody else. So I really think the best thing to do is just to do whatever you want to do. I'm going to go through and show you what I'm going to be doing, and I'll give you an idea of the best place to look and the best things to do, and then it's down to you really. So without further ado, let's get inside the Evolutions and have a look. Now upon opening the Evolutions screen, you will see that down the left hand side we have these 6 boxes. These are the 6 Evolutions that are currently available. You may only have 5, as this Founders Evolution 1 was only available to people who pre-ordered the game. It's not going to be the end of the world if you haven't got it, it just means that we get a little bit of an extra boost compared to the rest of you. So let's have a quick look first at Welcome to Evolutions. This is the tutorial one, and as you can see, it shows you on the right hand side the requirements of the player. So a max player of 80 overall rated, with 90 pace and 80 defending. That's the maximum you can use. Anybody under that you can do, but you're only going to get a +1. And it shows you on the screen then basically what would happen with Anthony Martial. So it shows you that he's going to get a +1 pace, +1 passing, 1 dribbling and 1 physical. And to do that, if you scroll across, it shows you to get the 1 pace and the 1 dribbling, you have to play 1 squad battles, rivals or champions match with him in the squad. And then if you do the second one, it's basically another game. So basically after 2 games, you can evolve your Anthony Martial up to a level 2, which gives him a +1. You haven't got to pick Anthony Martial, there's many players you can pick, but to be honest, this is more of a tutorial. There's nothing amazing in here. If there's a player you really like that you want to boost, then go for it. But to be honest, if you look at the players that are available, there's nothing outstanding. You can't pick anybody higher than 80, but it does make him into a special card. So for example, if you're a massive fan of Ollie Watkins, and you want Ollie Watkins to be a +1, use him. Why not? Well, we'll have a look at the Founders Evolutions next as well then. This one's a little bit more interesting. So in this one we can take a striker who is maximum 83 overall with 85 physical, 83 dribbling, a 91 pace as well. Has to be rare and at least 75 rated. We play them in 2 games in squad battles or online, and we get +3 pace, +3 shooting. We play them in an extra 4 games and we get +3 dribbling, +3 physical and a weak foot. It shows you the players that are currently available that I own, and the one that I think I'm going to be picking for this one is Dusan Vlahovic. I think with the +3 pace, shooting, dribbling and physical, I think he's going to be an absolute beast up front. He's going to be an 85 rated, and I think if you press on view progression, you can see exactly how good he will be at the very end. So 83 pace, 88 shooting, 82 dribbling, 85 physical. I think he'd be an absolute beast for my Serie A squad. So I'm going to be picking Dusan Vlahovic for this one. Next up then we've got Pacey Protector. Now this one's an interesting one. You can take a centre-back, a maximum overall of 80, maximum pace of 65, max defending of 84, physical of 84 and passing of 75. And by completing the missions, you'll get +3 passing, defending, and +7 pace on the first one. And the second one, +5 physical, +3 passing, and +8 pace. So massive, massive pace upgrades for this one. To do it, we need to win 2 squad battles, and then win 3 squad battles by at least 2 or more goals. So it's pretty easy to do. Again, look at the players you can pick. For me, I'm going to be picking Chiellini. Now, the reason is I like to have a team for every nation. And Chiellini plays in the MLS. So for me, having a strong centre-back for my LMLS squad with 79 pace, 66 passing, 87 physical, with good defensive skills as well, I think he's going to be an absolute beast for my MLS squad. So I'm going to be picking Chiellini for this one. But again, there's many options you could pick. Again, if you're a Man United fan, you could take Victor Lindelof. You could even take Harry Maguire. I've seen quite a few people do Harry Maguire. And then you can end up yourself with an 81 rated Harry Maguire with great physical, decent pace, but I think for me, I think the option is definitely Chiellini. The max you can do is 65 pace, so Edmonds would be, if you wanted to min-max it for the paciest centre-back, Edmonds would be the best option with 81 pace. But for me, yeah, I'm going to be on Chiellini, but it's completely up to you what you go for. Again, it's not game breaking. Just pick someone you like and do whatever you want to do. If you want to plan for a certain squad, plan for a certain squad. If you want to take your favourite defender or one of your home team players, do so. But yeah, there's no way to lose this, so just pick the player that you want to pick. Don't go too mad on it. One that is worth going mad on, though, is this one, Relentless Winger. This is a paid one, so you have to pay either 50,000 coins or 1,000 EAFC points. And there are quite a few options with this one. You need a player who is maximum of 79 rated, with a pace of 91, a physical of 79, dribbling of 82, total positions maximum 3, position left winger, and 79 shooting. Now, there's a few options with this one. To do it, you need to score 4 goals using your player in squad battles or online, and then play 5 games on squad battles or online. Then you have to assist 4 goals, win 2 squad battles, and play 5 squad battles, and that will give you your second level. Then the third level, you need to score and assist in 2 squad battles games. You need to win 2 rivals or champions games, so no squad battles on that one, and play 5 rivals or champions games. So it's going to be tricky, but it is definitely doable, and there's a lot of great options for this one. But I think for me, there's 2 that stand out for me. Number 1 is Eze. 85 rated Eze, who can play left wing, right wing, or cam, I think looks absolutely insane. A very, very strong player indeed. With his 81 pace, 83 shooting, 84 passing, 89 dribbling. But another one that jumps out at me is Raspadori, because that looks fantastic as well. 85 pace, 85 shooting, 88 dribbling. I think that looks like a fantastic card as well. So there's 2 options for me on this one. Either Raspadori, who can also play left wing as well, or I go with Eze. I'm leaning towards Eze because I do have quite a strong Prem side. But then again, maybe that Raspadori alongside the Vlahovic from earlier could be a very good option. Again, he can play left wing, so he could play at the left while we play the Vlahovic through the middle. So there's 2 very good options there. I'm still torn which one to go for, but I'm leaning towards either Raspadori or Eze on this one. Next up then, we have got Golden Glow. Now these are interesting, right? So on this one, you can pick a player with a max rating of 64, so it has to be a bronze. Maximum 75 pace, 65 shooting, has to be central midfield, 70 dribbling, 65 defending, and 73 physical. Shouldn't be too difficult to find a player with those statistics. Again, this one for me, you've got 2 ways of looking at it. Either you can go for a youth player you really like, or you can go for, if you're a lower league supporter, you can go for one of your first team players if you're in League 2, for example, and really get them up to a point where you can use them in competitive play. Or like me, when I do like to create a team for every league, what I'm thinking of is where I can get the best use out of this and where I can develop the player to a point where it's going to be usable for me in the future. So I was looking at stuff like Liga NOS or the MLS, and then I stumbled across a player available in the Eredivisie. That guy is this one right here, Hartjes. So by picking Hartjes, we played 2 squad battle games on semi-pro, gets him up to a 72 rated. And then if we play 3 squad battles after that, we can get him up to an 80 rated. And that looks like a pretty solid card already. 76 pace, 56 shooting, which is not too bad for a CDM anyway. 78 passing, good dribbling, defense, and physical as well. But what you can also do then on top of this one is you can then use that 80 rated player to do your next level, which is going to take, it's not showing me because I haven't got one at the moment, but it's going to take your player from a 80 up to a 84. Now you don't have to pick these, you could pick any evolution player at all, but for me these 2 link up fantastically to give you an 84 rated bronze player, which I think is absolutely great. And I am going to be picking this Hartjes guy. Like I said, I think he's going to be a great all-round balanced midfielder, and he would be the main player in my Eredivisie squad at the moment. He'd be the highest rated player in that Eredivisie squad, so he's easily going to get some game time for me. So that is definitely who I'm going to be picking. But there's loads of options here. I mean, if you look at this guy, for example, as well, he would be a pretty solid player as well. Good balanced player. Depends what you're looking for, whether you want to really just focus in on certain stats or whether you want just a nice, strong, all-round central midfielder. Because, I mean, I was looking at Turkmen as well. Again, he looks like a pretty solid CDM. See, there's many different options you can go for, but that's what I'm going down the route of, is just picking somebody that I know I'm going to get some use out of in my Eredivisie squad. Also, I could look at the Turkish squad or look at potentially the MLS, but the MLS I think is not too bad. So I think this is the guy I'm going to be going for, Hartjes. And again, once we completed that, we can put him into this one, where he will have to complete assist 4 goals in squad battles and play 5 squad battles. Score 2 goals from outside the box in squad battles and play 5 rivals or champions matches within the squad, and then assist 5 goals in rivals or champions and win 5 rivals or champions. So it's not going to be an easy one, and he also gains the pinged pass playstyle, which would be nice as well. So yeah, a really good way to level up a bronze player, one of your favourites, or potentially someone who you can develop into something pretty strong that you can use for your team. Now, one thing I would suggest is a website I have found, which I will link in the description down below, which is called fut.gg. That's a great website. They've got a place on there called the Evo Lab, which basically shows you all the evolutions that are currently available and shows you all of the players that are currently available as well. Because at the moment, I'm only seeing the players that I have in my squad. But if you go over there, you'll see all the players that are currently available, and it'll help you pick exactly what player you want. And of course, if you haven't got them, just nip out to the market and purchase them. But there we go, that is the rough idea of how the evolutions work and what I'm going to be doing with them. So hopefully I've helped somebody out there. Of course, if I have, make sure you hit the like button and of course subscribe and all the other good stuff. And let me know who you've picked on what evolutions as well. And let me know if you think that I'm doing it wrong. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you good night. God bless, I'll be the same. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe as I said, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.